If there's one studio that has impressed me that PlayStation has, it has to be Sucker Punch Games. The Ghost of Tsushima really kind of raised the bar for Sucker Punch, even though they've made great games with the Infamous series. But that engine didn't go to waste. They made the Ghost of Tsushima, which is probably still to this date one of the best looking games, even though it has a PS5 update. Even the PS4 version of that game looks really nice and really good. Still a lot better than a lot of games this generation. And that's not even an exaggeration. They compete with their own first party developers like Guerrilla Games, who make Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West, which is probably the best looking game of this generation. And now with the Ghost of Yote, Sucker Punch is stepping up and making this game not only look better and refined, but the combat is also going to be refined, and they're going to deliver an all new story that I cannot wait to see. Here are some of the changes that are coming from the Ghost of Yote, and there's some of the notes that I took as well that are bullet point notes, because if we do every single thing that they mentioned in this state of play, we are going to be in for a long video. So here are some of the notes that I took for the Ghost of Yote, and these are some of the notes that happened and some of the changes that are going to happen in the game. Because if I state every single thing that is happening or changes in this game, we will be here for like at least an hour, and I know you guys got stuff to do. So here are the bullet points of changes that are going to happen in the Ghost of Yote. The game premise and protagonist. The game centers around Etsu, who is believed to be a wrathful ghost seeking revenge. Etsu's goal is to punish the Yote Six, a ruthless gang responsible for slaughtering her family 16 years prior. Her journey is fueled by warm memories of her family, which players can experience through the flashbacks. So one of the things that they showed within the gameplay of the Ghost of Yote is that if you're going back to a memorable place that Etsu has been to, you'll be able to toggle a button and you'll be able to see what it looked like from her memory and from her perspective, and how what she felt when she was there. And from what I've seen from the little bit of gameplay of those replays, it feels really warm, and like they described, it feels warm and it feels nice and like nostalgic, which is exactly the perfect word that I'm looking for, because it kind of hurts the character to even remember those memories. Exploration and open world. Ghost of Yote emphasizes player freedom in exploration, inspired by wandering samurai films. So this one is really important, so I'm going to stop for this one. Sucker Punch is really respectful when it comes to the Ghost of Tsushima and the Ghost of Yote in honoring the Japanese directors that came before them, like Akira and all these other directors that have made these iconic Japanese samurai films. On top of that, they are respectful in terms of Japan, in terms of the different landscapes and monuments that they have there. So they try to be as respectful as possible within making their, of course, cinematic retelling of the story that they're trying to do. The game features an underlying clue system that guides players to new adventures and areas. Interrogating enemies can uncover clues about different enemy types and abilities, such as Oni, leading to fire-scared landscapes, and Kitsua, leading to snowy areas with ninja-like tactics. Atsu uses cards to track available adventures and her legend as the Enro grows, with progress increasing her bounty and attracting deadlier foes. Players can also hunt down for bounties for money to fuel Etsu's revenge quests. Finding altars of reflection unlock new abilities, and traveler's maps can be purchased for quicker routes. The best way to play is to use spyglasses to find interesting things on the horizon and enjoy the journey. Combat and weapons. Atsu is a lone wolf mercenary who uses every advantage to win fights. Combat is designed to feel like a classic samurai movie, emphasizing lethal precision. Players can choose from various weapons like a katana, spear, saragama, orachi, or dual swords, each effective against specific enemies and having unique upgrades. Etsu can disarm enemies if she's quick. Range weapons like the kane, the bombs, and blinding powder are also available. Etsu will meet allies, including a mysterious wolf who can assist her in combat. In this specific one, I'm guessing that there's going to be more than one companion that is like the mysterious wolf, because they were kind of making it to where they're saying, oh yeah, your wolf pack will become bigger in terms of like people that you can get upgrades from, or people that you can get certain uh upgrades for your weapons. So like I'm guessing there's going to be more to this, and I'm guessing there's probably going to be more animals, which I'm really hoping for. Hopefully we can ride a bear into battle, but I highly doubt that. But it sounds like really like it's really fun. Campsites allow Etsu to rest and play her instruments or cook to prepare for fights. They also serve as a character driven way to manage allies and vendors, replacing the journal menu from Ghost of Tsushima. Members of Etsu's wolf pack at campsites offer upgrades and unique items, ensures players can prepare without leaving their explore area. Members of Atsu's wolf pack at campfires offers upgrades and unique items, ensuring players can prepare without leaving their exploration area. Players can discover new armor, charms, and gear to build for Etsu's around their chosen playstyle, stealth, range, or melee, and customize her appearance. So this is what I mean that a lot of these changes are pretty much upgrades to Ghost of Yote and getting rid of the things that made you go out of your way and kind of took away from the atmosphere. Because I know for me, when I needed an upgrade, it kind of sucked that you have to go to the other side of the map in order to do that. So in this way, this helps a lot, and it makes it a lot more immersive, especially like I said, with the wolf pack that grows and people just come visit you. It gives it more immersion for you to stay in the game and for you to stay more invested in what you do in this game, and I can't wait for this. There's also going to be special modes. They mentioned that photo mode is going to launch in the game, and there's also other special modes that they had in the first game that I am really looking forward to, and I can't wait to try all these modes. Kurosawa Mode emulates the classic black and white films in partnership with Akira Kurosawa's estate. So Akira Kurosawa is a famous Japanese director who made a lot of famous Japanese samurai movies that are to this day legendary. So like this one in particular is really really cool. There's one in particular that I'm really looking forward to, but we'll get there in a minute. Takashi Mode puts the camera closer during the combat for more intense and raw experience, with increased mud and blood splatter in partnership with the director of 13 Assassins. So yeah, if you haven't seen 13 Assassins, essentially think about Kill Bill. Kill Bill is pretty much a modern 13 Assassins where you see the blood splatter and you're like really up it close and personal with the action. That's exactly what this is, and he's famous for a reason because his action is always top notch and over the top, which is really fun. This is the one that I'm looking forward to the most, and because I'm a complete nerd, Director Watanabe Mode features an original lo-fi tracks directed by Watanabe himself in partnership with the director of Samurai Champloo. So if you don't know who Watanabe is, this is the guy who created the iconic, of course, Samurai Champloo and also Cowboy Bebop. So if you like his music in every anime that he's done, you're gonna like the music that he does in this partnership. I can't wait for this. This is probably gonna be a mode that I use a lot. But all of these modes you can use at the very beginning. You can also do the Japanese mode in the very beginning, so that way there's lip synced Japanese voice acting in the game, so you don't have to worry about it not looking authentic or good. So I'm really looking forward to that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you looking forward to the Ghost of Yote? Let me know what you think. And remember, you're pretty good.